While out in a forest near Amsterdam for a photo shoot with her dog, a woman had a terrifying encounter. As they posed among the trees, a bone-chilling scream suddenly pierced the air.
I'm gonna make the best dirty work.
The sound echoed through the forest, making it impossible to pinpoint its source. In a panic, she shouted out in English and Dutch, desperately hoping for a response, but the haunting cries grew louder.
Are you okay? Alles good?
Some commenters speculated it might have been a mountain lion, though that's highly unlikely. Mountain lions don't roam the Netherlands. Shaken to her core, the woman quickly abandoned her photo shoot, eager to leave the unnerving sounds behind. While hiking near an old cemetery, a man sent his drone soaring over the eerie landscape, only to capture something truly chilling. Take a look. Amid the rolling fog, a shadowy figure emerges, its form eerily translucent, almost blending into the mist. Was it just a trick of the light? A person lurking out of sight? Or did he unknowingly film the restless spirit of someone long buried beneath? Some mysteries may never be solved. 2. Women using the Randonautica app found themselves deep in the woods, only to stumble upon something truly unsettling.
This is when we get murdered. It's not.
Their journey led them to a cluster of abandoned buildings where eerie chanting echoed through the air. A chilling thought crossed their minds. Were they witnessing a cult ritual in progress? If not, what else could possibly be happening out there? This man was hiking near the beach when this happened suddenly. A massive tornado spiraled down from the sky, slamming into the ocean with a thunderous roar. Fortunately, the man was just far enough away to make a swift escape, narrowly avoiding the chaos and destruction. While hiking through the woods, a group of girls decided to cool off with a swim. As one of them leaped into the water, something impossible happened.
Ready, Caleb? Yes. Grace?
Go, I'm filming.
Holy shit!
She froze midair as if she had slammed into an invisible wall. Some believe it was just a glitch in the camera, while others think it could be something far more unsettling. But with the girls staying silent about what really happened, one question lingers: did she feel anything in that moment? In 2009, a family on a backpacking trip to Myrtle Beach captured what seemed like an ordinary view from their motel room. At the time, nothing appeared unusual, but when they later watched the footage, they noticed something chilling. A strange humanoid figure staring from the window. Its face was eerily unfamiliar, and the family was certain it wasn't any of them. Who or what had been watching them that night? As a family drove toward their Airbnb, an eerie sight stopped them in their tracks. Someone was on the property.
Hey, look, there's a treehouse.
Is that somebody on the property?
Where? I don't see
Right
it.
there. Right there.
I don't see.
Is that?
We need to go from a pop-up. Maybe it's just tweakers.
Panic set in as they spotted a figure cloaked in black kneeling on the ground. Some viewers later pointed out a second shadowy figure lurking in the background at the start of the video. Was this a sinister ritual in progress? The family wasn't about to stick around to find out. Unnerved, they abandoned their stay and drove off at dawn. A group of hikers trekking through the Rocky Mountains stumbled upon something or someone they never expected. Deep in the woods, standing all alone, was a young girl in a red dress.
Where are you going?
Hey, do you know where your mom is? Or your dad? Are you lost?
For a moment they questioned whether she was real or just a ghostly apparition, but then she reappeared, her voice barely audible over the rustling trees. Confused but concerned, the hikers moved closer, trying to understand her situation. The girl explained that her grandmother and other children were missing, while her mother was still searching for them. The hikers scoured the area but couldn't find the others. Eventually, they managed to reunite the girl with her grandmother, though the mystery of how they became separated remained. The video of the incident quickly gained attention online, earning the title, "The Ghost Girl of the Rockies." A group of friends returned home late at night after their backpacking trip, when they suddenly saw this. Two men sat in a driveway quietly observing their surroundings.
Hi, I'm at my house. I just pulled up and I think someone's on the side of my house.
He's just sitting there.
In Converse? There. Okay, thank you.
Do you want to tell your mom?
No, wait till the cops get here. They're just waiting.
I locked the doors. I was like,
Yeah.
because if they,
Hello?
that doesn't mean they're alone. Curtis, no.
Two of them right there.
No, Curtis, there's another one.
Sorry, I caught them. Lock the door. Hi, I'm in Converse at.
The men stood up and started walking toward the car, their intentions unclear.
There's somebody sitting at the side of my house. Looks like they're trying to get in. They're trying to run.
I'm reversing.
Oh, they have a gun. 8310 Jaybrook.
I gotta get out of here.
The call ended abruptly. A chilling scream pierced the silence. Backpackers were climbing a rock when one of them slipped at a crucial moment.
Oh, my nuts!
He lost his footing and ended up dangling upside down, but luckily his climbing gear held strong, saving him from disaster. He walked away unscathed, just with a wild story to tell. These people were rock climbing in Japan when an earthquake happened.
There. 落ち着けよ。さっちゃん、あんまりね、壁に捕まってると落ちるよ。上、まだ来てるよ。
Just as they were climbing higher, the ground suddenly trembled beneath them, shaking with alarming force. Heart pounding, they held their ground, narrowly escaping any serious injuries. While camping deep in the forest, a man and his dog stumbled upon something strange. Taking a step back to get a better look, he realized the rocks on the ground weren't scattered randomly. They formed a distinct symbol. A chill ran down his spine. Was this the remnants of an ancient ritual? Who or what had left it hidden so far from civilization? While exploring the woods near his camp, this man stumbled upon something strange. Imagine a cracked, dried clay ground with a spiral carefully etched into its surface, an ancient symbol of spiritual journeys. Surrounding it, mirrors in white frames reflect endlessly, creating an illusion of infinite space and mystery. But one mirror stands apart, framed in black, disrupting the harmony. Is it a mere artistic choice, or does it hint at something deeper? Perhaps a connection to witchcraft, black magic, or even the unknown forces of time and consciousness? Could there be a logical explanation? Or is this a doorway to something far more mysterious? While camping in the forest, this man suddenly saw this. A mysterious ghostly figure drifted through the sky, a shadowy silhouette resembling a person in a long, flowing robe. With arms outstretched, it seemed to be reaching for something unseen. To this day, no one knows who or what the man captured in that eerie moment. A couple decided to follow coordinates from the Randonautica app, eager for an adventure, but nothing could have prepared them for what they found. When they arrived, their hearts nearly stopped.
Yo, check this place out, guys. What?
There's no way this thing was there.
Hundreds of dolls hung eerily from a fence, each one appearing to stare right at them. Just as they were processing the bizarre sight, a chilling sound echoed nearby.
Are you serious right now? Wait, did you hear that?
Was that a dog?
No freaking way, did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
Like that's
it sounded like a baby sound, like a doll sound, like you know those little kids that play with the.
Goosebumps crawled up their arms as they took in the unsettling scene. The deeper they explored, the more disturbing it became. Strange symbols and mysterious figures littered the area, giving off an unmistakable ritualistic vibe. Some dolls even had human-like hair, their vacant eyes adding to the sinister energy. The only thing that made it slightly less terrifying, the fact that it was still daylight, but even then, they couldn't shake the feeling that something or someone was watching them. A YouTuber ventures into the eerie Blue Ghost Tunnel in Ontario, a location infamous for its paranormal activity. Nestled near a graveyard filled with unmarked graves, the tunnel has a dark history of train derailments and tragedies, ultimately leading to its abandonment. As they approach, an unsettling sound echoes in the distance, a train horn. But here's the chilling part. No trains have run in this area for years.
I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but listen in the background. I've just been informed that there's no trains in this area anymore. And it disappears.
Stepping inside, the atmosphere grows heavier. Suddenly, a faint voice pierces the silence.
If that's you coming closer to me, could you please stop? I just seen a light at the end of the tunnel. What the fuck? Hello?
It sounds like a young girl pleading for help. Then, without warning, a mysterious light flickers at the far end of the tunnel. Panic sets in. Their fear escalates as the unexplained noises grow louder, forcing them to flee. But the question remains, what was making those sounds? And who or what was lurking in the darkness? A group of hikers found themselves in a terrifying nightmare when a swarm of aggressive bees launched a violent attack. The intensity of the assault was overwhelming, leaving their fate uncertain. Were they seriously injured? And more importantly, how did they manage to escape this chaos? A man was riding his motorbike back home after a long day outdoors in Delhi, India, when something scary happened. If you look closely, you'll spot the eerie shadow of another rider lurking behind him, even though he was completely alone at the time. He didn't notice it then, but when he saw it later, he was absolutely freaked out. So, what was really lurking behind him? Drone footage captures a heart-stopping moment as a group of hikers narrowly escapes a sudden eruption on Halmahera Island, Indonesia. With Mount Dukono exploding in a towering column of thick black smoke, the hikers are urgently reminded of the raw power of nature. Despite the danger, their decision to ignore the no-entry warning puts them at a terrifying risk, serving as a stark reminder of why it's crucial to heed nature's signals and respect its warnings. On January 15th, 2013, YouTuber Mr. Hutch117 went on a hike with a friend when they were startled by bizarre noises echoing through the forest.
My phone's about to die anyway. I don't want to be out here with no phone. So there it is again, do you hear that?
As his phone's battery was rapidly dying, the situation became even more unsettling. The strange sound echoed again, something unidentifiable.
Maybe if we just went a bit further up, we might see something.
Not quite animal, not quite human. Some claim the sound, a bizarre blend of a strange laugh and a distant whale-like wail, was a hoax, pointing to their unnervingly calm reactions. Others, though, are convinced it's something much darker lurking in the woods. Could it have been something sinister hiding just out of sight?
In 2016, a YouTuber was out hiking, casually testing his drone, when he stumbled upon something chilling in a nearby cornfield. At first, it seemed like just an ordinary scarecrow swaying in the wind. But as the drone zoomed in, the truth was far creepier. It wasn't a scarecrow at all. It was a clown. The unsettling figure quickly spotted the drone and bolted into the forest, disappearing where the camera couldn't follow. Was this just a bizarre prank? Or could it be tied to the eerie wave of clown sightings that gripped the world in fear that same year? While exploring a haunted waterfall, a man unknowingly captured something eerie on camera. As he pans across the cascading waters, a dark figure briefly appears only to vanish a moment later. When the camera shifts downward for a second glance, the shadowy shape is still there, but on the third pass, it's completely gone. Was this just an ordinary person lurking in the mist, or did he accidentally film something paranormal? The mystery remains. In early April 2024, TikTok user Scaredbugs set out on a bold adventure, exploring a notorious cave on a scorching hot day. The cave had a chilling reputation. Locals claimed eerie noises often echoed from its depths. Intrigued and eager to uncover the mystery, he ventured inside. As he stepped further in, an unsettling whistling sound filled the air, sending shivers down his spine.
Piccolate proprio. È strettissima. È molto bassa, molto piccola, e ci sono queste nicchie.
But despite the eerie atmosphere, he eventually emerged from the cave unnerved, yet completely unharmed. While heading back from a hike in the forest, a group of friends encountered something absolutely unreal.
Fuck, dude. Fuck. Go up. Go. Ah! Go. Go. Ah! Go. Go.
Panic set in as they spotted a massive bear sitting inside their car. Somehow the curious animal had made its way inside, turning their vehicle into its personal lounge. Holding their breath, they carefully opened the door, and to their relief, the bear bolted back into the woods. No one was hurt, but it was a heart-stopping moment they'd never forget. After receiving chilling tips from a viewer, a team of investigators arrive at an abandoned farm with a dark past. The original family vanished without a trace, and ever since, locals have reported eerie whispers and shadowy figures moving through the decaying house. As they prepare to enter, they briefly film an upstairs window that many claim hides something unnatural. Once inside, they carefully set up their equipment.
Camera either in this corner or... Stop.
Dude, what was that?
A table jerks violently across the room. Panic sets in. Was something lurking in the shadows of the farm? Or was it all an elaborate hoax? The truth remains buried in mystery. While exploring Hankey Church Cemetery in Plum, Pennsylvania, late at night, a Reddit user unknowingly captured something chilling on camera. The eerie photograph appeared to show a half-bodied apparition. Some say it resembles a priest, while others believe it could be a war veteran. According to local legend, a priest was lynched for adultery on these very grounds before the church mysteriously burned to the ground. Adding to the cemetery's unsettling aura, numerous war veterans are buried here as well. Despite repeated efforts to debunk or recreate the image, the original poster remained convinced, insisting this is one of the most compelling ghostly encounters they have ever witnessed. Reddit user LegoLizard5139 captured a bone-chilling moment outside their home, deep in the woods. After hearing eerie, unfamiliar noises, they grabbed a camera and started recording. At first, everything seemed normal, just a quiet, empty darkness. But then, for a fleeting second, a pair of glowing eyes pierced through the night before vanishing without a trace. Was it just an animal reflecting the light, or something far more unsettling lurking in the shadows? In 2018, a group of friends visited Molten Falls in Washington, a popular spot known for its breathtaking views and its risky 60-foot bridge jump. Despite warning signs, thrill seekers often leaped for fun. That day, 16-year-old Jordan stood on the edge, hesitating. She wasn't ready, but before she could decide, her best friend Taylor suddenly shoved her.
3,
No, I won't go in.
2.
Well, she's saying no.
No, I just...
Ready? Oh, that's so fast.
Jordan's screams filled the air. The impact shattered 6 of her ribs, punctured a lung, and left her covered in several bruises. Taylor later claimed she never meant to hurt Jordan, but the consequences are real. When Jordan's family took legal action, Taylor pleaded guilty to reckless endangerment. Her punishment? Just 2 days in jail and community service. Though Jordan eventually healed, the emotional scars from that day would last much longer. While unwinding with a smoke atop a hill near their camp, a group of co-workers snapped photos of the breathtaking full moon. But when they reviewed the images the next day, their excitement turned to horror. A massive humanoid figure loomed in the background, too large, too unnatural to be human. Even more unsettling, it was captured on multiple devices. This wasn't their first brush with the eerie unknown. Just a year earlier, they had heard blood-curdling screams echoing through the night and glimpsed a towering white figure vanishing behind the hill. They weren't alone in their experiences. Locals have reported hearing those same terrifying screams for years. Is this the work of an urban legend, or did they stumble upon something far more sinister? While trekking through the Brazilian wilderness, a group of hikers approached a river, only to freeze in shock at what lay before them.
Essa é grande, viu? tamanho dessa cobra. É a sucuri, anaconda. Agora vai embora. É louco.
A massive anaconda, stretching an estimated 50 feet long, slithering through the water with an almost mythical presence. Stunned, they scrambled to capture the jaw-dropping moment on camera before retreating to the safety of the shore. Their journey continued, but the encounter left them on edge, their senses heightened, constantly scanning the jungle for any more surprises lurking in the wild. A fisherman in California recently captured a mysterious video that has sparked intense speculation. In the footage, a large black figure is seen near a river, moving with a distinctly human-like posture. After a brief moment, the creature sits down by the water and appears to drink from it. Some believe it could be a person in a Bigfoot costume, while others argue it might be an undiscovered cryptid. However, the fisherman remained skeptical that it was just another person. He hadn't seen a single soul all day. So what if this was the real Bigfoot? While staying at a secluded bungalow, Carrie decided to take her dog for a family stroll through the forest, a path she had walked countless times before. But this time, something felt different. A sudden chilling scream tore through the dense underground, unlike anything she had ever heard. Her dog's ears perked up, his body tensed, before he erupted into frantic barking, fixated on the unseen source of the sound. A shiver ran down Carrie's spine. The words were distant yet unmistakable, distorted as if carried by the wind. Panic tightened around her chest. After what felt like an eternity, her dog finally returned unharmed but visibly uneasy. Without hesitation, Carrie turned back, practically dragging him along. As she hurried away, the ghostly voice still echoed faintly behind her, sending one final shudder down her spine. Reddit user Terry Pilled snapped a photo at the campground near the suspension bridge, only to discover something chilling, a ghostly white figure lurking behind a bush. At first he brushed it off as part of the surrounding plant life, but a daylight comparison revealed an unsettling truth, nothing like it was there before. The discovery has sparked debate online. Could it be a simple trick of the light, motion blur, or even an animal? Or is it something far more sinister? An apparition, a paranormal presence, or an unknown entity? What do you think? A camper set up a trail cam in Anger County, expecting to capture the usual wildlife. But when he reviewed the footage the next morning, he found something far more unsettling. At exactly 8 p.m., a strange translucent figure moved through the tall grass. It had a semi-transparent humanoid form with no legs, an oddly small head, and an eerie deliberate posture that made it impossible to write off as a camera glitch. Even stranger, the surrounding grass remained still, yet the figure triggered the motion sensor, meaning it gave off a heat signature. Whatever it was, the sight sent a chill down his spine. While exploring the infamous Crawford Road in Yorktown, Virginia, a place known for its eerie reputation, a woman and her friend decided to snap a few photos. Later, when she showed the images to her son, he noticed something chilling. If you look closely, a light-colored shirt appears just to the right of her friend, who is supposedly walking away alone. Confused, the woman recalled that her friend had deliberately ventured off by herself as a joke, confidently insisting nothing would happen. But as it turns out, she wasn't alone. This unsettling discovery leaves one haunting question: who or what was standing there? Reddit user Bonamassa72 had a chilling experience while exploring a graveyard late at night. As they roamed through the eerie silence, their camera captured something truly unsettling. A pale, ghostly figure standing motionless in the background. The apparition-like shape has sparked intense debate online. Some believe it could be the spirit of someone long departed, while skeptics argue it's just a gravestone, or perhaps another person lingering in the distance. But something about its eerie stillness and unmistakable form feels unnatural. What do you think? Could this be a real ghost, or is there a logical explanation for this haunting sight? Reddit user Underwater Whiskers stumbled upon a bizarre discovery at the end of a hike. An eerie collection of turtle shells scattered across one area. The sheer number of shells in a single spot immediately sparked debate. Was this the aftermath of a predator's feast, with discarded shells left behind? Or could poaching, environmental factors, or even human interference be to blame? While animal remains in the wild aren't unusual, the sheer volume of shells made this particularly unsettling. Was this just nature taking its course, or was there something far more sinister at play? Reddit user Lemonade Robot captured an eerie photo that sent shivers down viewers' spines. Drawn to the mist-covered graves, they snapped a picture, only to later notice something terrifying hidden in the fog. A ghostly screaming face. Even more unsettling, they recalled hearing faint distant screams that very night. While some believe this could be chilling proof of the paranormal, skeptics argue it's just a case of paranoia. Our minds playing tricks on us. So is this the face of a restless spirit, or just an illusion of mist? What do you see? While driving past a notorious suicide bridge rumored to be haunted, a Reddit user captured something eerie in the distance. A shadowy figure standing near the bridge. Convinced they had caught a ghost on camera, they shared the chilling image online, sparking a heated debate among paranormal enthusiasts. Some believe it could be the lingering spirit of someone tied to the bridge's tragic history. However, skeptics were quick to dismiss the claim, arguing it was nothing more than a smudge on the windshield or a trick of the headlights. With the bridge's unsettling past looming over the discussion, one question remains. Was this truly a ghost, or just a case of mistaken perception? Reddit user YouGoGirl85 shared a chilling photo taken by a friend on their way home, completely unaware at the time that something eerie lurked in the bottom right corner. When the image hit the Paranormal Encounter subreddit, it immediately ignited debate. Many pointed out a shadowy human-like figure, with some even claiming it appeared to be holding a ball or helmet. Others insisted it looked like a child peering from the bushes, but not everyone was convinced. Skeptics dismissed it as a simple trick of the light, perhaps a windshield smudge or a reflection playing with perception. So what really was captured that night? A mere coincidence, or something far more unsettling?
After an exhausting hike, a group of friends strolled down the street, enjoying the cool evening air. Suddenly they noticed a small crowd gathered, all staring intently at the top of an old, abandoned building. Curiosity got the best of them, and they asked a bystander what was going on. The man simply pointed upward. At first, they saw nothing unusual, just the dark silhouette of the structure against the sky. But then something caught their eye. A white object hovered near the rooftop, drifting silently. No one could explain what it was, and an eerie sense of mystery filled the air as the strange phenomenon held everyone in silent awe. Carrie had taken her dog on countless strolls through the forest near her bungalow, but today felt different. As they ventured deeper into the familiar woods, an eerie, spine-chilling scream suddenly pierced the silence, something she had never heard before. Her dog, usually calm, began to bark furiously toward the source of the noise, its unease palpable. Heart racing, Carrie called him back, her pulse quickening as the strange sounds echoed through the trees. After what felt like an eternity, her dog finally returned unharmed, but visibly shaken. Carrie's nerves were frayed as she decided to leave, the unsettling noises still faintly haunting the air behind her. A group of friends decided to use the Randonautica app for some fun and adventure, but their harmless outing took a bizarre and unsettling turn.
What the fuck is that?
It seems pretty fresh. Is that
what the?
Is it blood? No, that could be paint. Hold up, is that a trail? Wait, look.
So there's like a blood trail, so we're following it right now. So the blood leads over here, and it keeps going down that. So Matthew's gonna go down.
Look, there's more blood.
Okay, I'm running out of time. Like, and come.
Curiosity outweighed their fear as they decided to follow it. The eerie path led them under a bridge, the smell turning foul as they ventured further. "Man, it reeks down here," one of them muttered. "Yeah, but look, the blood trail's getting thicker," another replied, their voice uneasy. "This is so messed up." Then something happened that none of them could explain. As they looked around, someone said, "All right, I'm going. I can't do this." But just as they turned to leave, they heard it. "Help me." A voice, faint but clear, echoed from the shadows. Yet when they looked around, there was no one there. Panic set in, and the group bolted, abandoning the trail and their curiosity. To this day, there's been no follow-up on what they heard or saw. Was someone truly in need of help? Or was it all a sinister trap to lure them into danger? While hiking through the lush forest of Rio de Janeiro, a man stumbled upon an unusual sight, a lone goat meandering near the trees.
Ué, mano, do nada, bode, mano. Bode, do nada.
Odd, considering goats aren't native to the area. Intrigued, he recorded the moment, thinking little of it at the time. But when he reviewed the footage later, his curiosity turned to dread. In the background, barely visible, was a figure almost translucent, shrouded in darkness. The chilling discovery left him questioning what, or who, he had unknowingly crossed paths with that day. On June 8, 2024, a chilling discovery sent shockwaves through a small Indonesian village. A local woman had been missing for days, prompting a frantic search by the concerned villagers. Their worst fears were realized when they stumbled upon a massive reticulated python, its stomach grotesquely distended. Dreading what they might find, they cut the snake open and were met with the horrifying sight of the woman's lifeless body inside. While these formidable predators are known to devour large prey, the idea of one swallowing a human whole was beyond anyone's imagination. Now fear grips the village as the community wrestles with a terrifying question. How close is the danger lurking in the wild? While snapping live photos of her sister-in-law and niece at a scenic overlook in Utah, Natalie captured something unsettling. As she reviewed the images later, she noticed a bike speeding past in the background, moving at an alarming pace. But there was one eerie detail. There was no rider. No one is chasing it. Just an empty bike tearing through the scene as if controlled by an unseen force. The sight sent chills down her spine. How was it moving on its own? Could there be a logical explanation? Or was something far more mysterious at play? While enjoying a peaceful walk through Red Rock Canyon, a woman couldn't shake the eerie feeling that something was off.
Bruh, I'm walking on this boardwalk. There's this little girl following me, but she don't got nobody with her. And ain't nobody around. The fuck?
The child trailed behind her at a distance, never speaking, never crying for help, just silently watching. At first, the woman thought the girl might be lost, but the unsettling aura surrounding her made her second guess that assumption. Then, in an instant, the girl was gone. A viewer analyzing the footage commented, "She disappeared the moment you turned the corner. How is that even possible?" Another pointed out something even creepier. I zoomed in. Her eyes looked completely black. Theories quickly flooded in. Some believed the girl was a ghost, possibly linked to Red Rock Canyon's dark history. Others feared something more sinister, a trap, luring unsuspecting passersby. Shaken to her core, the woman didn't stick around to find out. She turned and left immediately, an unsettling dread creeping over her with every step. For centuries, a massive egg-shaped rock stood as a breathtaking natural wonder, smooth, polished, and rising 10 feet above the ground. Locals admired its beauty, believing it to be just another geological marvel. But everything changed after a powerful earthquake. Not long after, a group of hikers visited the rock and stumbled upon an astonishing discovery. A hidden stone door had cracked open, exposing a secret chamber within. The craftsmanship was so seamless that no one had ever suspected a door was there. Curious and eager for answers, the villagers set up ladders to peer inside, but what they found only deepened the mystery. The chamber was empty, no markings, no artifacts, no signs of its purpose. It appeared untouched by time, leaving its origin and significance an enigma that remains unsolved to this day. 2. Young adventurers were exploring a dense, shadowy forest when they stumbled upon an eerie-looking house. Something about it felt off. As they watched from a distance, they noticed strange movements inside. Intrigued and a little unnerved, they decided to start filming.
What the f*** is that? And it could be part of a fan, but it would be going the same amount of time. It's different times each time. What the f***?
There's different durations.
No. The fact that I saw that in the corner of my eye,
What the?
it's actually f***ing creepy.
I thought you were just
No.
playing.
No.
What the? Seriously, what the f*** is that?
Stay.
Nah, I'm good.
Suddenly, a large shadow darted past a window. They froze. Was that a person? An animal? Seconds later, it appeared again, only this time, its shape was unnatural. Confused and unsettled, they uploaded the footage online, hoping anyone could explain what they had just witnessed. As Jake tightened the straps on his backpack, he felt the eerie silence of the abandoned hiking trail settle around him. The old path cut through a dense forest, leading to the ruins of an asylum that had been shut down decades ago. Rumors swirled about the place, stories of restless spirits, unexplained noises, and shadows that moved when no one was looking. He had been here before a few years back, with a couple of friends. That day, he had taken a series of photos near the crumbling entrance. At the time, he hadn't noticed anything unusual, but when he reviewed the pictures later, one frame sent chills down his spine. A shadowy figure lingered near a broken window, something that wasn't there in the next shot. People online had dismissed it. Probably just a weird shadow, they had said. Maybe a trick of the light. Jake was back to prove he wasn't imagining things. He retraced his steps to the same spot, the cold wind whispering through the empty corridors of the asylum. Raising his camera, he snapped another photo, his heart pounding as he reviewed the screen. YouTuber Maddie Ann had a strange feeling that something was lurking in her backyard, so she grabbed her camera and went to investigate. As she scanned the area, she unknowingly captured something eerie, a dark, shadowy figure peeking from behind a tree. Strangely, while the camera recorded the details of the tree, the figure itself lacked any defining features, making it seem almost unreal. Some believe it could have been someone in a black mesh costume, but the unsettling lack of clarity leaves its true identity a chilling mystery. As he hiked through the hushed stillness of the woods, a flicker of movement caught his eye. A young girl in a blue dress darted past, running alone, but something was wrong. Her movements weren't natural. She didn't run like a child should. Instead, she almost hopped, her strides jerky and unnatural, like a puppet on invisible strings. Then she slowed, turned. When he saw her face, his stomach lurched. It was off, not quite human, as if something had mimicked a child but hadn't gotten it quite right. A cold wave of dread crept over him. Was this really a little girl? Or was he staring at something else? Something wearing a child's skin? After a long day on the road, a trucker pulled into a rest area, ready to call it a night. But just as he was settling in, something unexpected happened. Out of nowhere, someone tried to break into his truck.
No fucking way. There's literally someone right there, bro.
While he was still inside, heart pounding, he rushed to check the locks, and that's when he saw them. The intruder, standing just outside, completely unfazed. There's literally someone right there, bro. Luckily, the doors held firm. After a few failed attempts, the would-be thief finally gave up. Shaken but alert, the trucker knew one thing for sure. It was time to get out of there. While camping in the serene wilderness of southern Utah, a woman was initially captivated by the peaceful beauty surrounding her. But that tranquility quickly turned to unease when she noticed a red truck lingering near her campsite, shifting positions every few minutes. As the vehicle finally began to pull away, the driver lowered his window and locked eyes with her, sending a chill down her spine. Already on edge from a past stalking experience, her anxiety spiked. An unsettling instinct gripped her. Something wasn't right. Without hesitation, she packed up and left, her heart pounding as she put as much distance as possible between herself and the creeping sense of danger. While testing out his new drone in a dense wooded area, a YouTuber captured something chilling. As his drone glided over the thick canopy of trees, an unusual all-white figure caught his eye. Intrigued, he lowered the drone for a better look, and that's when things got downright eerie. The figure, completely white and unsettlingly still, seemed to notice the drone and crouched as if trying to hide. The footage left him and his viewers with endless questions. Who or what was this? What would possess someone to be in such a remote location dressed like that? Some even speculated it could be linked to a mysterious cult. Alien's A group of campers were left in shock after one of them stumbled upon a creature that looked like it crawled straight out of a sci-fi movie.
We found this outside of the town. In the comments, let me know what type of bug it is.
It's like some weird alien bug.
Shared on TikTok, the eerie footage reveals a bizarre insect-like being with translucent skin, exposing its internal organs in unsettling detail. But the strangest part? A bright yellow bulge runs along its tail and upper body, expanding and contracting as it slithers. The campers, both fascinated and unnerved, couldn't help but compare it to an alien life form. While experts suggest it's likely a type of flatworm known as a planarian, its eerie, almost extraterrestrial appearance has sparked endless speculation. A photographer stumbled across an abandoned church and couldn't resist exploring its eerie beauty. As he examined the faded pictures on the walls, something unsettling caught his eye, sending him sprinting out in panic. While reviewing his footage in slow motion, he discovered a spine-chilling detail, a mysterious figure staring at him from a window. In another frame, just moments before he fled, the same figure appeared seated on a bench. The haunting discovery leaves one lingering question: who or what was watching him? While reviewing footage from his trail camera near the Tule River in California, a hunter was stunned by what he saw: a glowing orb hovering just above the ground. But what made this sighting truly eerie was the reaction of the nearby deer. Their alert stances and cautious movements proved this wasn't just some camera glitch. The orb drifted effortlessly, almost as if it had a mind of its own. At one point, a brave deer even attempted to kick it. What was this strange floating light, and why did it seem to captivate the animals? A young explorer from Argentina takes his audience on a chilling live stream as he ventures into an allegedly haunted cemetery.
No me tienten, por favor. Ay, esta tumba. What is it? No, amigo, no, una ouija. Hay velas negras, se ve la cera, sí. Acá.
Things take a sinister turn when he stumbles upon a child's grave. Resting there is a blood-smeared ouija board surrounded by eerie, decaying dolls. As panic sets in, he decides to leave, but just before escaping, his flashlight catches a fleeting glimpse of a shadowy figure resembling a nun. Oblivious to the ghostly presence, he rushes out unharmed, leaving viewers to wonder what might have been lurking in the darkness. A dad took his kid to a park in Rhode Island, but before they even got out of the car, they saw something that made them second guess going there. One lone swing rocked back and forth, untouched by any wind. The other swings hung motionless, and the trees stood perfectly still. The eerie sight sent a chill down the family's spine. Was something unseen at play? Or is there another explanation?
A trail camera set up to capture wildlife ended up recording something truly eerie. The footage shows 3 deer grazing peacefully until something stirs behind the trees. One of the deer seemed to notice it, its head snapping toward the movement. But what makes this even more unsettling is the figure itself. Some believe it could be a person or a cryptid, while others, including me, suspect something far more supernatural. Its almost transparent appearance sends chills down your spine. Unfortunately, the footage is too grainy to reveal the truth, leaving the mystery unsolved. This eerie tale comes from a Reddit user who shared a chilling family mystery passed down by their grandmother. Back in the 1980s or 90s, while returning from a shopping trip with her brother, the grandmother spotted a mysterious woman in a white dress standing by the roadside. Strangely, her brother who was driving saw nothing, even though they were moving at a fast pace. Fast forward to 2009 and the mystery deepened. While flipping through old family photos, the user stumbled upon a peculiar image. Their cousin standing in a garden, with the same woman in white lurking in the background. Yet the user's father, who took the photo, swore there was no one else there at the time. Given that the family cottage is surrounded by a dense forest and open fields, the presence of this spectral figure remains an unsettling enigma. While staying at an Airbnb, one night took a chilling turn when they spotted something unusual lurking in the backyard. Grabbing a camera, they captured a dark figure with glowing eyes, an image that has since fueled intense debate online. Some believe it's nothing more than a hoax or a cleverly staged stunt, while others are convinced it could be something far more sinister. Sure, the glowing eyes might belong to an animal, but the figure's unmistakably human shape adds an unsettling layer to the mystery. What do you think? A trick of the light or a true paranormal encounter. In this eerie footage from California, two friends are cruising down a secluded forest trail when they spot 4 deer darting through the trees. But then what was that?
I saw 4 deer. Whoa! What was that?
What the world?
Up ahead, a massive humanoid figure emerges from the shadows. Intrigued yet uneasy, the driver presses the gas, hoping for a clearer look. As they close in, the creature becomes fully visible, and it's nothing like they expected. Before they can process what they're seeing, the figure unleashes a chilling, guttural roar, a clear warning to stay away.
Oh. I am not going in there. Whoa, let's go.
Taking no chances, the driver slams the car into reverse and speeds off, bringing the video to an abrupt end. But here's the weird part if you look closely. It almost seems like there's a zipper running down its back. Could this just be someone in a costume? Or did they stumble upon something far more mysterious? Josh and Sasha, along with their friends Steve, Toby, and Danny, set out on a hike with one goal: finding a hollow tree big enough to crawl through. After some searching, they finally stumbled upon one. The challenge? Squeezing through its narrow opening. The plan was simple: enter from the bottom and exit through the top. But there was one problem. The edges were jagged, almost barbed, making it a one-way trip.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, there's room for another shoulder here, but you've got to contort your body.
I can't even turn my head.
Oh, that was scary. If you squirm, yeah, just keep pushing your feet. Do you know what Josh was doing again?
One by one, they attempted to push through the cramped tunnel of twisting wood. Then disaster. Someone got stuck.
Like, just try and get that cheek up. Yeah, that's it. Josh. Let us know if it's too painful.
Panic arose, but with teamwork and sheer determination, they all somehow managed to squeeze their way through.
Freedom! That was like 10 minutes.
What started as a simple adventure had turned into a tense, heart-pounding challenge, but in the end, they made it. Reddit user SaltyAd7827 shared a series of photos from a recent camping trip, but one image sent chills down their spine. While reviewing the pictures, they spotted a ghostly face peering out from behind a rock, something they hadn't noticed at the time. To make things even creepier, they included another photo taken just seconds apart. Where the eerie figure was nowhere to be seen. This trail camera was placed deep in a remote forest to capture glimpses of wildlife. While it did record a majestic deer, it also caught something far more chilling. A shadowy figure that appears out of nowhere and vanishes just as quickly. The most unsettling part? The deer's reaction. Its sudden shift in behavior suggests that whatever was there wasn't just a trick of the camera. It was real. While hiking down a quiet trail, two friends stumbled upon something extraordinary.
Down the trail, me, Gavin, and Greg. So what's up, Gavin?
Hey, how you doing?
Here's Greg. What's up, Greg?
Oh, barking, no bite.
He's the quiet type. We can't get him to talk. Ah, we know you, Greg. We know you. We know you.
A tree with a hauntingly lifelike grin carved into its bark. But even he couldn't look away from the eerie face staring back at them from the tree. It was almost too perfect, as if someone was trapped inside trying to break free. Was this a bizarre act of nature, or had someone deliberately carved the unsettling expression into the wood? A guy was camping in the woods when he noticed something moving nearby. He grabbed his camera and flashlight and recorded this giant creature walking by. That was where the footage stopped, which left many people questioning what happened next. While hunting in the dense forest of the Pacific Northwest, a man suddenly heard eerie, unsettling sounds that sent a chill down his spine. Grabbing his camera, he began recording, hoping to capture whatever was making the noise. Then, through the thick trees, he caught sight of something strange. A tall figure, its body cloaked in a mass of thick hair, blending almost perfectly with the forest. As it moved, it let out disturbing sounds that heightened the tension, before vanishing into the shadows of the woods. Could this been the elusive Bigfoot, finally revealed? A Reddit user, WhenAwakened420, recently shared a series of unsettling images captured outside his remote cabin in the woods. The chilling photos reveal a shadowy black figure lurking near his home, a presence that has filled him with dread. He claims this eerie entity has been lingering outside for some time now, leaving him on edge and questioning what might be watching him from the darkness. In 2012 or 2013, a group of friends decided to add some thrills to their night with a Halloween ghost tour at Concordia Cemetery. Everything was going as planned until they paused for a group photo. Their tour guide snapped the picture and they carried on, unaware of the eerie surprise waiting for them. Later that night, as they scrolled through the pictures, one friend's sister froze. There in the background was a shadowy figure wearing a hat, walking right past them. The problem? No one had seen a single soul there at the time. A wave of fear crashed over her as she demanded they leave immediately. Back home, she showed the unsettling image to the group. The realization sank in. Either they had missed a real person in the darkness, or they had captured something unexplainable. From that night forward, they vowed never to go on a ghost tour again. Coincidence, or proof of something beyond our understanding? A Reddit user recently ventured into an abandoned town at night, expecting silence. What they encountered was downright chilling.
¿Eres una niña? Oye, güey, si oye que están hablando, güey. Oye. Oigan. Hola. Oye. Oye.
Para allá, güey. Yo lo escucho para acá, carnal.
Sí, para allá se escucha, güey. Niña, ¿puedes venir a jugar con nosotros?
Hola, Choy.
Uy, güey, me
está hablando, güey.
Está hablando, güey. No mames.
Out of the darkness, faint voices and eerie children's laughter echoed through the empty streets. But how? The town was completely deserted. Were these the lingering spirits of former residents trapped between worlds? Or was it just a trick of the night, an illusion playing with their senses? Some believe it was nothing more than a natural sound carried by the wind. But in a place so desolate, dismissing the supernatural isn't so easy. Flying down a rugged forest trail, a mountain biker was tearing through the terrain when boom.
Fuck off! Oh my...
Out of nowhere, a deer leaped into his path. The impact was brutal, sending the rider soaring over a bush and crashing hard, leaving him battered and his bike wrecked. Miraculously, despite the violent collision, both the biker and the deer lived to tell the tale. Two backpackers were climbing a rock when one of them slipped at a crucial moment.
Oh my nuts!
He lost his footing and ended up dangling upside down. But luckily, his climbing gear held strong, saving him from disaster. He walked away unscathed, just with a wild story to tell. A Reddit user in rural Florida was reviewing footage from their motion-activated backyard camera, normally used to capture local wildlife, when they stumbled upon something chilling. In the first image, bathed in the glow of a nearby carport light, the user is seen walking to their car, but they weren't alone. Beside them stood a tall, unidentifiable figure. The eerie part? The Redditor swears they were completely alone at the time. Just seconds later, the camera snapped another picture, but the figure had vanished, along with a strange glowing light hovering above its head. Even more unsettling, the user insists that no such light source exists in their yard. To this day, they have no explanation for what the camera captured, and they likely never will. While strolling through the woods, Mike couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. Then he spotted it, a shadowy figure lurking nearby.
Watch who's stalking who now. Who's stalking who now? Look at that. Do you see a person? Yeah, who's stalking who now?
At first glance, the man seemed ordinary, just another person in the wilderness. There was no one else around, and the way he watched Mike unblinking deliberately sent a chill down his spine.
Okay, ready? Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm crazy. Look at that. I'm by myself in the... Look at that.
Alone in the forest, the unsettling encounter left him with a single haunting question. Who was that man, and what did he want? While unwinding with a smoke atop a hill near their camp, a group of co-workers snapped photos of the breathtaking full moon. But when they reviewed the images the next day, their excitement turned to horror. A massive humanoid figure loomed in the background, too large, too unnatural to be human. Even more unsettling, it was captured on multiple devices. This wasn't their first brush with the eerie unknown. Just a year earlier, they had heard blood-curdling screams echoing through the night and glimpsed a towering white figure vanishing behind a hill. They weren't alone in their experiences. Locals have reported hearing those same terrifying screams for years. Is this the work of an urban legend, or did they stumble upon something far more sinister? A camper set up a trail camera in Anger County, expecting to capture the usual wildlife. But when he reviewed the footage the next morning, he found something far more unsettling. At exactly 8 p.m., a strange translucent figure moved through the tall grass. It had a semi-transparent humanoid form with no visible legs, an oddly small head, and an eerie deliberate posture that made it impossible to write off as a camera glitch. Even stranger, the surrounding grass remained still, yet the figure triggered the motion sensor, meaning it gave off a heat signature. Whatever it was, the sight sent a chill down his spine. A Reddit user, Olive for Life, recently took a solo trip to the eerie Hamstead House in Connecticut and captured a chilling image. The photo appears to show a faint figure lurking in the background. Whether it's a genuine ghost or just a camera trick remains up for debate. Given Hamstead House's long history of ghostly tales, the image has sparked intrigue among believers and skeptics alike. Some are convinced this is real proof of the supernatural, while others argue it's just an illusion. As for the Reddit user, they believe it could be the lingering spirit of a young colonial girl.
While exploring a remote snow-covered area, a visitor came across an unbelievable find. I was walking along and I was like, whoa, there it is. While exploring the frozen wilderness, a man stumbled upon what seemed to be the remains of an ancient human perfectly preserved in ice. Recognizing the significance of this discovery, he carefully kept the specimen frozen and put it on display at a nearby park, naming it Zug Zug. Word spread quickly, drawing curious visitors from far and wide. The mysterious frozen figure captivated audiences, sparking debates about history, preservation, and the secrets of the past. As crowds gathered to witness this astonishing find, Zug Zug turned into a living well, frozen glimpse into ancient times, bringing history to life in the coolest way possible. Creepy clown? As a group of friends made their way to their camping spot, their journey took an unexpected turn when they stumbled upon something that changed everything.
Oh my god, Justin, is that a clown? What is that? Justin, is that a clown?
happening?
Shut the stupid radio off. Justin, no, get back in the car.
What's going on? What are you doing?
Oh my god. He's running. Get in the car.
Hang up the call 911.
A terrifying clown was spotted sprinting toward the group, sending chills down their spines. Emma, who was capturing the entire ordeal on camera, abruptly stopped recording to call the police. What happened next remains a mystery. Scuba divers. Scuba divers were filming fish when something unexpected happened. A lightning bolt struck the water surface above them, unleashing a shock wave that roared through the depths like an underwater explosion. The sound, amplified by the unique way it travels underwater, was deafening. One diver with 25 years of experience likened the experience to being slammed by a speeding truck, leaving him so rattled he couldn't dive for days. Miraculously, despite the sheer force of nature, the divers escaped without any serious injuries. Rockfall Reddit user Dorad recently shared a terrifying video of a camping trip at the Spanish base camp in Pakistan.
Holy shit! Hi.
A massive rock tumbles down the rugged mountainside, narrowly missing one of the campers. The raw power of nature is both mesmerizing and terrifying, almost as terrifying as not subscribing. Ghost. Imagine you were just driving to where you want to camp and you saw a ghost. Would you turn back? This man was driving down an old abandoned road on his way to his camping site when suddenly he spotted something terrifying. A figure in a white dress was crossing the road ahead. As the man steps out of his car to investigate, he's greeted by nothing but an oppressive shroud of darkness. Was it a person he saw or something far more sinister? And if it was a person, what could compel someone to wander alone so late at night in the heart of a desolate forest? Google Maps. A woman was looking for a camping spot on Google Maps when she found something unsettling. High up in the branches of a towering tree, a mysterious figure emerges, its appearance almost otherworldly. Some believe it's a supernatural entity, while others insist that Google Maps couldn't possibly capture something so eerie. Could this be a glitch, a trick of the light, or proof of something beyond our understanding? Sinkhole. Two explorers set out to investigate a massive sinkhole near a 911 center, completely unaware of the eerie discoveries that awaited them. That crack down there, it looks like the entrance. As they peered inside, the darkness seemed endless.
Oh my god. Did we just lose our rope or what? That thing just kept going.
Oh my gosh, man.
It dropped like 4 times. Boom.
That's freaking insane. I thought the last time was like, it just kept going.
This is creepy as heck, man.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's a 400-foot something drop down here now.
It sounded like it.
Lying at the bottom was what appeared to be a deer, its skull and teeth perfectly intact. But that wasn't the only sign of life or death. There's a baby turtle down here too. This place is a death trap. Their curiosity led them to another sinkhole, where the eerie discoveries continued. More bones, more skeletons, some scattered, others strangely intact.
This is the biggest, most complete skeleton I've ever seen in my life. It's like a deer fell down here. Dude, there's a skull with teeth in it and everything.
But exploration came with risks. The unstable, slippery rock formations made every step treacherous. This is going to give out weight. Are you stuck? You can't go much further. A misstep nearly sent one of them tumbling into a hidden pit. And then, another shock. One of their phones had fallen deep into the darkness. I didn't film it, but we found Davis's phone down in that pit. I had to go down there and grab it. With tension mounting and danger looming, the explorers made a tough call. It was time to get out before the cave claimed another victim. Would they return for a deeper investigation? That remains a mystery. Humanoid. A woman spotted something terrifying in her backyard. A strange humanoid figure lurked behind a tree, its gaze locked onto her. At first it seemed like a man, but as she looked closer, a chilling realization set in. This was something far more sinister. Creepy area. On February 4th, 2013, a chilling video surfaced on YouTube posted by Maid Addison.
These guys are braver than me. Oh no, it's right over there. No!
She and her friends had been exploring the Umatilla Indian Reservation in eastern Oregon when they captured something truly unsettling on camera. Although they were familiar with the area, the eerie sounds echoing through the night left them baffled. Some speculated it could be foxes or coyotes, but local legends tell of far stranger things lurking in the darkness. Whatever the source, one thing is certain: hearing that sound in the middle of the woods is the stuff of nightmares. Dog Man. On June 13th, 2018, Wilson was camping deep in the forest when he witnessed something truly chilling, a creature known as the Dog Man.
Something up there on that hill. Yeah, there they are. Thought so.
Something's up there on that hill. Yeah, there they are, he muttered, his voice laced with fear. What made this encounter even more unnerving was that the creature was visible in broad daylight, making it nearly impossible for it to vanish into the trees unnoticed. Shaken to his core, Wilson vowed never to set foot in that campsite again. Human tree. This terrifying tree was caught on camera by some campers. The carving on this tree reveals a haunting figure of a woman, her body stretched as if caught mid-transformation. Her head twists to the right, frozen in an eerie pose, almost as if she were turning into the tree itself. Given how little we truly understand about the paranormal, can we dismiss the possibility? GoPro. While exploring the woods, a group of adventurers stumbled upon an abandoned GoPro. Its owner nowhere to be found. Curiosity piqued, they played back the footage, only to be stunned by what they saw. In the final moments of the video, a strange, unsettling figure lurked in the background, watching them. But just as they noticed the eerie presence, the footage abruptly cut off. Despite their best efforts to identify the people in the video, they remained a mystery. Some speculate they were tourists, but given the terror captured in the footage, one would think they'd have spoken out by now. This has sparked chilling speculation. Could this be the last known footage of those explorers? Black creature captured by a camper's helmet camera, the footage takes you on a thrilling ride through the Canadian forest as he cruises along a narrow trail on his quad bike. But then, out of nowhere, he spots something that makes his heart race. At first, he assumes it's just a shadow, but a closer look reveals something far more extraordinary. A massive black creature lying calmly beside the path. His pulse quickens as he realizes it's likely a bear. Miraculously, the bear doesn't seem bothered by his presence and remains perfectly still, allowing the camper to pass unharmed. Rituals. The Cobb Estate has a chilling history, once a retirement haven for Freemasons, a secluded retreat for Catholic nuns, and even a real estate investment for the host brother. But the place is steeped in darker rumors, whispers of satanic rituals, and white supremacist activities. Our crew decides to venture into the abandoned mansion and trek through the eerie surrounding forest, hoping to either confirm or debunk the tales. As we move deeper, things take an unsettling turn. There they are. We spot a strange group gathered in a circle. Two of them are laughing hysterically for no apparent reason. We keep walking, but then one figure emerges from behind a bush, standing motionless, eyes locked on us. The rest of the group? They all turn to watch us pass by, and then they start following. That's when the tension hits. We all pull out our gear. After that nerve-wracking encounter, the oddities don't stop. Strange sounds fill the air, and it feels like we're being watched.
It's supposed to separate.
Hey, Kyrie, always trying to go see something.
This dude, bro. He always want to be bold and go off by himself until he gets snatched up. What are you doing? We're not supposed to separate, bro.
This says rip juice.
Close. Let's move. I'm not sticking around. It feels like they're closing in on us. Did you hear that? Get them? In a pure panic, we make a run for it. Breathless, we pause to catch our bearings and reflect on the night. It wasn't just ghosts we ran into, it was people. A ritual going on, but who knows what kind of dark worship. We tried connecting with spirits and got a little response, but it wasn't much. What stuck with us were the people. Creepy, to say the least. There was this guy just standing there staring at us from behind a bush. No words, just this eerie silence as we walked by. It was like they were waiting for something, waiting for us. We can't make sense of it, but they were worshiping something out there, and when we tried to leave, it felt like the darkness swallowed us whole. Honestly, don't ever come here. The place is pure danger, pitch black, eerie, and filled with people you don't want to meet. If you value your safety, you'll steer clear of the Cobb Estate. And for us, we're never coming back. Haunted Church. While camping, Pablo Dazor and his dog Draco stumbled upon an abandoned church, one with a chilling reputation for being haunted. Intrigued, Pablo decided to explore it for himself.
Tenemos una escalera.
But from the moment they arrived, Draco's behavior was off. He was visibly uneasy, his body tense as if sensing something lurking within. Pablo, no stranger to eerie locations, couldn't shake the unsettling feeling creeping over him. Determined to investigate, he coaxed Draco inside. But the moment they crossed the threshold, Draco bolted faster than Pablo had ever seen, racing out of the church, as if fleeing from something unseen. Shaken by Draco's extreme reaction, Pablo knew better than to ignore it. He left the church immediately. Many believe that dogs have a heightened sense of awareness, picking up on things humans can't. If that's true, what exactly did Draco sense in that church? Mountain Beast. On the evening of April 3rd, 2024, a remote camera deep within a dense forest captured something truly chilling. Typically, these forest cams document wildlife in their natural habitat, but this time, The footage revealed something far more disturbing. The video description identifies the creature as the Kiwakatan Wapiawe, also known as the Dark Forest Beast, a legendary entity feared for its insatiable hunger, particularly for meat. Local folklore is filled with spine-tingling tales of encounters with this towering figure. The footage, later discovered and shared by park rangers, has left many questioning what really lurks in the depths of the forest. Unexplained. This trail camera captured some disturbing footage. From the shadows of the dense trees emerged a strange creature, its movements fluid and alien, blurring the line between reality and illusion. Strange encounter. A hiker from Washington was exploring Downriver Park when she saw this. While reviewing her hiking footage at home, Samantha was shocked to discover something she hadn't noticed on the trail: a towering, shadowy figure lurking in the background. Many believe it could be Bigfoot. Stunned by her find, she wasted no time emailing a local news station to share her eerie encounter. Monster chase. A family was having a peaceful day camping in the Canadian forest when something strange caught their eye. A massive creature had spotted them. Despite its enormous size, it moved with terrifying speed, charging straight toward them. The family bolted, their hearts pounding, as the camera captured every pulse-pounding second of the chase. Alien A-Man set up his trail camera to capture footage of local wildlife. While it did record deer as expected, something chilling appeared in the background. When zoomed in, a shadowy humanoid figure seemed to be screaming. Could this be evidence of a cryptid, or ghost lurking in the woods, or just a trick of the light? The wilderness is full of wonders, but as we've seen, it also hides some of the most unsettling and mysterious moments ever caught on camera. Whether it's strange creatures, eerie encounters, or chilling discoveries, these hikers captured something that still leaves people questioning reality. Were these just coincidences, tricks of the light, or proof that the unknown is closer than we think? One thing's for sure, next time you hit the trails, you might want to keep your camera ready. You never know what you'll capture.